Hello everyone, and welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network weblog. My name is Dean, and I will be the host of this weblog. In the process of this weblog, I'll be trying to take you on a journey through understanding narcissism and narcissists. I decided to do this weblog because I recently, over the past couple of years, was dealing with a narcissist in my life myself, and I needed to know information related to this. So I basically went looking. Now, I should just state right off the top here that I am not a professional psychologist. I do not have a background in any professional way in anything related to this. However, I have studied in an amateur way criminal psychology. I did this in my early 20s, and it's continued through most of my life. It's been a fascination of mine for the past 30 years. And I do have an understanding of basic psychology as well too, and I incorporate the use of both of these things in my everyday life. But over the past 2 years, when I was dealing with a narcissist in my life, when I was made aware that this person might actually be a narcissist, I started to do some refresher research on narcissism and the psychology of narcissists, and I've done about almost 2 years of this now, to the point where I've gained a much more diverse understanding of narcissists and how they work. And I decided that after my experience with this recent narcissist in my life, that I would take this knowledge that I know through psychology and through this experience, and try to apply it to helping anyone else who might be dealing with a narcissist in their life, or with narcissism itself. My goal here is just anybody I can help with any information that I provide here is great. If I can help one person, that's fantastic. If I can help more than one person, that's even better. So for myself, my own understanding and my knowledge, I'm going to put to use on this web blog. I'm also going to incorporate the knowledge of other cutting-edge experts on my weblog. I'll be including this on the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network Facebook page, and also on the YouTube page. I'll be posting videos by these experts. I'm not going to actually name anybody right now, but these are cutting-edge experts that many people who may be aware of narcissistic abuse right now might be familiar with. And I'll be including this along with my own knowledge in my videos that I do, just to provide as much extensive information as I can for anyone who requires this, and for anyone to just get a better grasp of what they're dealing with, and to be able to figure out what they need to do in their lives with the people that they're dealing with. Now, for myself, my recent narcissist that I dealt with, I became aware of this person relatively early on. I had known this person as a friend for about 15 years. I considered this person to be a good friend because I told her lots of things about my personal life, and I would very often talk to her about my personal relationships that I was having problems in. And I never, during that period of time with her, ever saw anything that was necessarily subject that would make me suspicious that she would be a narcissist. But in 2017, after she had separated, or supposedly separated, from her husband at the time, she became involved with me. And I guess for myself, this is one of the things that happens with narcissists, is that the second you open the door to them, and my guilty thing in doing this was basically telling her that after the 15 years I had known her, I had had a concern and care for her that whole time, and that that concern and care may be of not only a friendship nature with her, but also maybe on more of a level than that. And I guess that for me, that was me swinging open the gate for her to come through the gate and to monopolize me as an appliance for whatever it is she was intending to do there. Now, I wasn't made aware initially of this when we first became involved with each other, but one or two things happened, and then as I went along a number of months and I saw the behavior, I started to recognize some of the elements of a narcissist, and I started to pay much more attention. And then when I really became aware that she may actually indeed be a narcissist, I started to keep very, very detailed evidence of her for about 2 years, and I did this for my own protection. And I would suggest to anybody out there, if they're dealing with a narcissist, to also do this and pay attention to their social media, pay attention to people around them, friends around them, because there's always elements there that you can see that will indicate what may actually be going on with this person. So I kept this extensive amount of evidence for about 2 years. And I actually kind of played this person a little bit because I knew what was going on, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough evidence for myself in case anything legal arose from what was going on with them. And I wanted to just be able to prove that what she was doing to me was really what she was doing to me. So in the end of me collecting all this evidence, I did something that a lot of narcissist experts say that we're not actually supposed to do. And I called this person out. I called this person out to some friends of hers. I called this person out to the other people she was involved with that I had absolute evidence of. And when I realized that she was also involved with those people, because some of these people actually answered me, I actually messaged them and they wrote me back, and I had full-length conversations with some of them about her. Some of the people were involved with her in the same way I was, some were not. But for the large majority of ones that were, like this, I got the same story from them that was very similar to my own story with her. And at this time I decided that she had, at that point, when she had become, at that point where narcissists go through where they start to devalue you and you have to deal with them less and less and less, although it was very much an up and down experience with her the whole way through, I decided that when she returned to her husband at that time, that after I compiled all this information and got feedback from the people she was involved with and all of that stuff, that I would also make her husband aware that she was doing this as well too, and that she may in fact be a narcissist. So I made him aware. And of course, narcissist experts tell us not to do this, but I will go into another video at a later time about why I particularly did this and why I don't necessarily agree with all the narcissist experts when they say to do this. I do, however, agree with the go-so idea, which is get out, stay out, and that's really the best thing to do when you're dealing with a narcissist. But for me, I needed to really get on top of the situation with the person I was dealing with, and this is why I chose to do that. And I'll explain this all in a later video at some particular time. So for now, I'm just going to say that this is episode 1 of the N.A.R.C.N web blog. We'll be presenting an episode 2 shortly here, and this episode 2 will be Understanding the Narcissist's Mind. Episode 2 will appear not too long after this one appears. And I just hope that everybody's out there will tune in, and if you can get any information out of what I'm providing to you that's useful to you, this is great, because this is my goal with this weblog, is just to make anybody aware that is dealing with narcissistic abuse and to just help them. This is my goal, like this. So I'm going to bid you all good night, and I'll see you in episode 2.